Welcome to the live presentation for Moodle Mooc 7 2015. I'm Nevis Teresi. My presentation is titled Teaching and Learning Along the Way, basically because it sums up my continual professional growth while teaching either in a classroom, face-to-face, a tutoring session or online live session, and most important, learning with other teachers in online training programs. What does the title of my presentation mean? In a nutshell, these points sum up the title of this presentation. Teachers teaching with a passion actually learn from teaching year after year. Teaching goes hand in hand with learning. Every teaching experience brings new learning mindsets. Teachers do get better as they grow in their profession. Teachers do learn from their students, even if sometimes they don't like admitting it. Coping with and understanding the use of technology in the classroom. Being a teacher in tune with our students. Connecting with other like-minded educators worldwide via online collaboration tools or social networks. To me, each year of teaching equates to another experience gained. After all, how many times do we refer back to past situations applying to the current situation in teaching or learning? Video tutorials for teaching and learning. Joining the first MOOC a few years ago was a mind-opening experience. Firstly, it introduced me to real, active, interactive learning online. Most teacher training webinars have a chat area to interact during the session, but the reflective process after the MOOC sessions was the eye-opener. I found it easier to learn by doing, and although it's an old saying, it is very relevant today. We do learn better if we do it ourselves. Watching a tutorial on YouTube for anything from sewing to chemistry is exciting. Making that tutorial yourself is the turning point. Helping others make their own tutorials is even better. Dr. Nellie is our tutorial mentor. My first encounter with video tutorials came with participating in the Moodle Moocs organised by Dr. Nellie Deutsch. I often visit her channel to get ideas or just to keep updated on the latest technology that Dr. Nellie is using or teaching. I have now made lots of video tutorials since starting a few years back, and I'm always willing to try something new, whether it be a new animation feature, some new recording software, LMS platforms, making my own audio casts, and so forth. The importance of sharing together. As teachers, we are always motivating our students to work together in teams, more so nowadays with project work. So why do we not apply that to ourselves? Most teachers are reticent and hold back, being afraid of losing something, like our work being copied, having our ideas evolved by others. Albeit these are real fears, they are also the seed of expansion of the culture of knowledge. Just imagine if the whole of humanity would have kept all of their learning secrets locked up in a safe. Where would we be? How would we have learned anything from anyone? Now that's some food for thought. Online collaborators simply refers to other colleagues or associates working together on one unique document and watching that document grow and develop, sometimes veering away from your own initial plan, but always bigger and better. Gaining from the experience of peer group work is exhilarating and very highly motivating, much more so than working on your own. Some of the best brainstorming sessions have come to fruition simply by doing just that, brainstorming. It can't be done alone. My best collaborations have surfaced working with Dr. Nellie's team, especially Tom Hodges, closely followed by Susan, Jim, Brian and Helena. Not to forget the huge learning experience by actually teaching and the continuous feedback from students or participants, whether online or face-to-face. How to collaborate online. Sometimes I hear this sad phrase, but how can we collaborate when we cannot even meet in the same country? In today's highly technological world with smartphones, tablets, laptops, internet Wi-Fi, etc., it would be impossible not to find a suitable medium to use for collaborating. Okay, so let's presume you don't have access to internet, or it is limited. You can always create a text document, worksheet, etc., and send it back and forth. It may not be immediate, but it does get the job done. My experience working on Google Docs, Google Slides with Tom in Venezuela didn't always mean we would meet virtually due to the time zone differences or sometimes to work commitments. However, we worked on two major experiences, micro-teaching online for the online conference in 2015 and the One Foolish Monkey series, both involving hundreds of hours and over 200 pages of online collaboration in shared documents. It can be done. It is possible. It can be done in free time or you make the time. Time is a management tool. If we learn to use it properly, we can use it to our benefit rather than let time rule our lives. An important note to remember is that you can share Google Docs with someone who does not have a Gmail account. Just go to the advanced settings when sharing. Creating a PLN on Twitter or other social network. How important is it to have a PLN? It depends on you, but with so many things happening constantly as the world turns, when it's morning in Toronto, it's afternoon in Rome and past bedtime in Australia. Teachers are everywhere experiencing exactly the same issues, be it with Google Apps for the classroom, sharing on Google Plus in public or private groups, or any other teaching platform, whether it's digital or textbook related. So why not share experiences and opinions? Perhaps our very own experiences can help someone else with the same query. How did we solve it? Or didn't we? Can we now see how others are handling it and learn from it? Do we need specific help? Asking your PLN is so easy. You do not have to be on Twitter. You can have a Facebook group, closed or open. It can be WhatsApp, Hangouts, etc. The secret, though, is to reach out and don't be shy. Here are some hashtags to follow on Twitter or create your own chat group. Google Forms statistics. Statistics can be at your fingertips with internet search engines, or create your very own Google form or similar survey, example SurveyMonkey, and collect your own statistics highlighting those areas of interest in your current research project, etc. On Saturday, 14 November, I created a Google form and sent it via email to educators worldwide, asking them to devote a few minutes of their precious time to help me out for this particular presentation. Within the first hour, at least 8 had responded. The rest flowed in until just before publishing this slide presentation. A very big thank you to those very special educators. Pie charts and graphs. Using Google Forms gives you access to pie charts and graphs readily usable, which you can copy and paste into your slides or reports. However, you can always create your own graphs and pie charts simply from the Google Sheet that stores all the responses from the Google form. Tools that make you sound and look professional. Investing in a good microphone and learning how to use audio editing software like Audacity is a great help towards improving the quality of your audio tutorials and podcasts. We have prepared a video tutorial on how to use Audacity, and we'll show you that just after this presentation. Blogging for reflecting, learning and sharing. Blogging is another form of keeping a journal of your practices, whatever role or job you have within the education stratosphere or any other industry. Blogging does not have to be public. However, it is one way to keep a timeline of your own personal growth and can be a handy tool of reference. I'm Nevis, and I'd like to thank you for participating in my Moodle Mooc 7 presentation today.